Alrighty then, it's Saturday again, and I get to work on my sling bow. So, alright, here's where we're at. This is too flimsy. Can you see all that? Okay. This is too flimsy, so I think I'm gonna see that. Those totes over there, that's a lot thicker and stiffer. I think I'm gonna cut one of them up to do with that. And my arrow rest is broken, so I have to redo that. And then I can start shooting, I think. Also, you know, where I adjusted this thing, I'm gonna heat that up and see if I can get that knock off there. And readjust that based on whatever arrow rest I made. I went back to Field and Stream. And I got some different points. These are field points. I'll show them to you. They're different than these. They're round. These are all just fat, and they weren't going through the target very well with these lighter bands. So maybe those will do better. So I got some field points. I got some extra knocks in case I have to cut that, and I got some bowstring wax. Very exciting. Let's do this. Beautiful. It's beautiful. You can get in there. And yesterday, to accomplish this, some of this stuff, instead of those screws, I think I'm going to use this pot rivet thing for my survival kit. And also I'm thinking I may use them on my arrow rest for something after a while. I'll show you when I get there. Went to Harbor Freight yesterday and got me a different sharpener for my blades in there. It's a diamond point or a diamond home block that has 4 different grits, so I can keep my stuff sharp. I needed one of those. That's beautiful. And I got some tin snips. I'm going to use to cut that PVC. I think that'll be easier. And I got my free gift at Harbor Freight was microfiber cleaning cloths. This kind of 4-pack. Very beautiful. All right, let me get to thinking and to work. Okie doke. I had a piece of 10-foot 1.25 PVC, and given what I have in mind, I think I'm going to make an arrow rest out of it somehow. Just took a hacksaw and cut it off because my cute little thing, it wouldn't work. I think I'm going to open it up. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me think. Alrighty then. So what I've done is measured that, put it in the vise, and cut it with the hacksaw. What I think I'm gonna do now is heat this bottom up, or heat this up, bend it, get it out of the way, and cut this, and then come up with what I need to do to mold this. I'm gonna have to probably trim it some, and then I'm going to have a larger circumference to make my arrow rest out of, and give it plenty of room, and see what happens. Alrighty, so I cut it and I bent it, and then I took it outside and put the Dremel on it. But what I've ended up with is it's a little bow in it here and here, and so I'm going to heat it up again and use that 90 to kind of flatten things out with my Wagner 300 on 1100 setting. It's my favorite setting. Gloves are very important. That's one of my recommendations. Getting a little wobbly. Maybe we should do something with it. All right. Too many things to do. I'll get it square. Oh hell, I broke the thing. Split that. See if I can savage it. Let's see. Alright, so what I've done, it's a mess up, but it might make it work. I'll act like I meant to do it. Split right here, because I didn't heat it up enough. Or I heated it up too much, I don't know. So I'm gonna need to do some more dremeling. I cut this, I'm gonna heat this and separate it, and then get a measurement of what I need. This on the sling bow seems to be sitting right, and I got that flat. It's a little attached, so I need to cut some excess off and fold it over. And it'll be very beautiful. Dremel time. All right. So I've got that. And I'm gonna take some more off here. But right here, I need to bend this back that way and get this evened up to see where I'm at. And then I'm gonna cut it about right there. Bend this over and this up in more of a hook, and then put something in there to hold the arrow in. Probably going to cut it about right there, and the way it's shaping up, it's going to give me a little more leverage to hold the arrow. And you know, I really admire folks that can see shapes in their head. My mind don't work with shapes for some reason. It's more like I have to play with it and discover it, but I believe there's a perfect shape that'll fit this. Because other folks have figured it out shapes and ways, so. There is a perfect shape. It's a platonic thing. There's a real form out there that's seeking to be manifest in this universe. Let's go play some more. Where is it? There it is. That way. Okay. Let me see what you can see. If you can see. Alright, I'm going to bend this over a little bit because I need the arrow resting that way. And see what that looks like. And then I'm going to cut it and work on this. And then figure that part out. Okay. Cut this. I'm gonna heat it up and bend it and see what I'm gonna need to do. Had a little Dremel action. To make that work. I'll bend that over and see what that looks like. Another issue I'm gonna have is making that level, but the washer will hold that, and once I get it where it fits, I can flatten it out and it'll be more good. Alright, I got the rest fit, so I need to clean it up, make it all pretty. It's at a little angle to the right. I got to fix that, and I'm going to cut the end of it off as I start to work on the rest part, or the top part of the rest. So, here we go. Straighten that baby up and cut it around here somewhere and see what happens. Alrighty. Where we at? Oh, right there. Okay. Cut it right here. Heat it up. I'm gonna bend this up, and then I'll go back and do all the little small adjustments later. While I ain't even in the picture, am I? So, all right, then. Okay. That's what I got so far. Well, I just had a little bit, but it's pretty even there. I'm gonna go clean it up and see if I can make it beautiful. Very much beautifulness. Trim that up. Trim some extra of this off so it'll be more beautiful. Need to bend that a little bit. The arrow seems to rest well. On the angle, it goes right where, let's see, right where I want it, I think. We'll just piddle around with it and see. I'm gonna straighten that up. Alright, let's do a little filming. Let's see, can you see this thing? Alright. I got it on there, drilled a hole, have the beautifulness, and that's much better. I may need to put a little flap in there, but let me see if I can get the angle on here so I can look on the film and see if that needs to come up or down. The front end of it, that's where the arrow, the rest, it only rests on about a 16th or an 18th, or an 8th rather, 16th or an 8th. And that just needs to be level with the bands there. So we shall see. Let me look at the pictures. Alrighty. I'll put these more beautifuler points on there. Where'd it go? See that little bit one? You can see it. It's most pointed. And I'll put my stuff up. See if I can hit this thing or go through the garage door. Shot to the right. Alright, let's shoot again. Let's see if I can learn all the stuff I don't know. Shouldn't have shot to the right. Why did it shoot to the right? Didn't stick. Where did it hit? Right there. A bit to the right. Guess I'm gonna need some bigger bands. But I want to kill fish with these bands. I got some more coming. I want to kill fish with my little setup. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. Quit, sucker. Let's see, what am I doing? Did I turn it inside out? Yep, okay. I need to tighten up the knots, let me see. I'll be back. These little knots came loose. Up there. Let's see here. Now, practice like you play, baby. Oh, look at there. That's beautiful. think that last shot didn't count because the strings were loose. Maybe we'll say that anyway. If we do this, I might get to some lizard killing here in a minute. Where's my other arrow at? There it is. I'm gonna have to patch the garage door after a while, but you know, I always need another project. I need to at least put them all in the target. So if I aim right there, see what that does. Still high. I believe the fish are still safe. But one of the things about all this junk is you got to figure out which point to aim with and actually do it once you figure that out. And then there could be an issue of the arrow getting tossed one way or another because it doesn't look like it's going exactly straight. So get on there, Holmes. Quit pulling the trigger. This is kind of working out alright though. It's better. They're still all high, so how can that? So let's try another aiming point. Why don't we? Alright, you little thingy's laying right there. I put beeswax on my strings, maybe the knots will hold better. I hate to put them on there permanently if I decide to do something else. So, we aim, put it between them two. I think the arrow's not going straight. We can go back and look at the game footage here in a moment. See if I can see what it's doing. So getting in the picture, that would be lovely if it did. Because I need to see the arrow fly. Alright, so if I put it between those two, what happens? Still high. Well, I have shot without breaking anything, except put some holes in the garage door. But you know. Alright, so I go, that's up and to the right, so I need to go down. No, it's up and to the left, I need to go down to the right. Let's put it right on that dude. Let's see. Oh, getting closer. So I aimed with that thing. Very beautiful. Let's shoot some more. We might be going lizard hunting here in a minute. Let's see. Is that on the thing? Okay. I ain't put that in the bullseye. Bring that back to here. Shooting right. I could scare the fish right now. I'm wondering if my knock string's too long and it's sending it out of there in a funky manner. But this is actually could work. put that on the, put that on the bullseye. Boom. Let's shoot this thing sideways like that. Put that on the bullseye. Right dead on the bullseye. But I hit it 3 times. It's very beautiful. Well, guess what? I broke it again. See? I'm gonna have to rethink what I'm doing. I don't know if the arrow is twisting as it's shooting or what, because there's plenty of room. So there's something fundamentally flawed in what I am doing. I'm gonna have to rethink some things. Come back and see us. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I was very excited. Can you see me? I'll squat down, how's that? I shot 20-30 times and I got them generally in about that, a grouping of about 6 or 8 inches, and I got cocky. And so I was shot my fishing arrow. But like, first time it was good, second time broke. There you go. Memorialized forever. Look what I found. I'm gonna have to fix that. Well, probably need some more projects. See. What I'm gonna do, got these old car mats. They're gonna be my my backstop. I'm gonna put some, drill some holes in them and put some little tie things in there and hang them, and then I won't be shooting holes in my garage. Now then, got me a little backstop. See, very beautiful. If I just had something to shoot with. All right, then, that project's done. So, I think what I did was twist this thing like that. So it put a little twist in the band, and then when it let go, it twisted the arrow that way instead of coming straight back. Has to be because the had to be there. Because it should lay flat in the same angle as the bow instead of straight up and down. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, gonna try another rest. What I've done is, because I got a bunch of PVC. I like the other one better, it was more beautiful. But what I've done is I got a little piece, and I'm going to heat it up and make a Y and a little curve. And I think it's hitting some hard surfaces, so maybe I can make a little Y with a little handle on it or something, or a little hook on it that'll hold it on. So I'm going to heat it up and see what I can do. Alrighty, show you what I got. I ended up doing a very different design. This is a little thinner PVC, and one thing it was easier to work with, but I'm trying to get everything out of the way and keep it on the hook at the same time. So what I came up with is this little dude, and I can just flop the air down in there. And it'll take a lot of shaking, it'll come out. But there's only one way, and I'm doubting seriously I would do that. Now the only issue is, or a couple issues. One is if it looks like, let's see, where is it? Let's see. That's pretty close. I think, I don't know if I had the right angle, but in line with the bands, and I'll just have to shoot it tomorrow and see. But that's the latest, number 4 arrow rest. Learned a bunch of stuff today. One is, I finally figured out putting this thing on, because halftime, 50% of the time, I'd put it on the wrong way or whatever. That way or whatever. So, what I've learned is, when you pick it up, just put this thing in your hand, and you're good. So, didn't even know I needed to know that, but know it now. So, hope y'all have a good evening. Maybe tomorrow I'll finish my, assuming I don't break another arrow rest, I'll redo this little jewel. That's really too flimsy. Little thicker plastic and some pop rivets. We'll try that. And also, on this thing, if I have to, if I just want to do overkill, if it ever comes out, I can put a flap or something right here that was, rivet it right there. Put a piece of plastic there, and it would allow it to slip down in and not come out. So, we might do that if I figure out it won't break. Y'all have a groovy, marvelous evening. Alrighty. I went to the garden and picked it a while ago. Got a bunch more than I got last week. The other batch of heirlooms started coming in, so it's real good. What I'm going to work on, I'm going to fix this thing. This is too flimsy. So I'm going to cut the bottom out of this thing and replace this. And I think I'm going to use my brad, or what do you call that, pop rivet gun, to attach them. And while I was at the garden, I found some old drip hose that I think I'm going to attach to it to keep it shut. And I shot my new arrow rest, and it seems to be doing really good. The issue is now finding an aiming point. I was holding it like this and putting the target there, but it kept shooting high. So I'm gonna need to have some kind of sight mechanism that I can put up here somewhere, because I hit the bullseye a couple of times while lowering it. So that seems okay so far. Very good. Dremel time. See? Cut that out. Now make me a shape. You did a good job, but this is tough, thick, and is it's gonna do better than that Tupperware thing. And you did a good job. You carried the tomatoes home, and now you're gonna carry my survival paracord. A moment of silence, please. Just in case you want to try this, let me show you something. These tin snips, scissors, knives, this stuff's too tough. So, Wagner 300. $1,100 setting. Now watch. Like butter, baby. See, that's how you do that. Oh, it's hot. Little circle. That's how you do it. Get this little dude down. It's got a little bump on there I'm going to try to mash down. Because it interferes with our elaborate designs here. That's what you say. See, very beautiful. Trim off the extra. It should be very beautiful. See? I'm just putting those other ones on there and measuring. That's how I like to measure draw. Then just cut that little place out. Ooh. There you go. Let's cut these little jewels. Pop rivets are a beautiful thing. You never mess with them. You drill a hole, same size as the pop rivet. And this thing has different noses, or whatever they call them, with the different pop rivets. And you stick it all in the hole. And what it does is it pulls this through and flattens this on this end. So you have a permanent fastener. That is the theory. So you stick this in here like that. And pull the rod back through the rivet. Set off, and it should be good to go. See? If it don't pull it all the way out, do it again, and it pulls it out. And it's very beautiful. And it's nice and tight, and this plastic is as thick as that, so there shouldn't be any reason for it to flop. But I need to think about whether I want to put a tab there or not. But that's beautiful. Put that in there. Go through it. I know you're the right size, so hush. Don't start complaining. Very beautiful. Might need to trim it a little bit. That's all right. see if I ruined it or not. Let's just find another one. And that. And that. Should be very beautiful. Just a little jewel in there. Pull the rod back through and it pops because it's a pop rivet. So very beautiful. And it's flatter than the screws I put in there. So that'll hold my survival stuff. I'm very excited. Here's a little wrench that goes with it. Beautiful. So what I've done is cut another piece of that plastic, and this sits up closer, and the pop rivets are holding it. I was just going to put a piece of metal on there, but what I've done is I've taken a piece of tubing, 3/8, 1/4 inch, whatever it is, and cut a little piece and just slipped it over the ends, so that'll apply a little more friction, pressure to it to keep those things shut. You see, there'll be a little give there. So I'm gonna put a pop rivet in there. Where is it? So I'm gonna put a pop rivet in there, so it'll be beautiful. Let's do that. If it'll work, let's see. Where's my gun? Pop rivet. There. Yep. Pop rivet magic. That baby is tight on there now. See? Pop rivet magic. And I can turn it one way or the other maybe. Let's see. To open. And then I can close it. And it'll be very, very beautiful. Alrighty, so this is what I did. Can you see this little dude? Okay. I shot this 20 or 30 times, and like I said a while ago, and it did really good. So maybe, just maybe, I have to fix that. If not, then I'll make another one. So, and the arrows didn't try to come out or anything like that, but I thought I'd just alleviate the possibility of them coming out. So I took a 1/4 inch piece of vinyl tubing, heated it up with the Wagoner, and ended up with a solid piece that'll make a little tab. So what I'm going to do is attach it here, and it'll rest under there, and I can put an arrow in it like that, and there's no way for it to come out. And it'll be extra, extra beautiful. Alrighty. Do a little lizard hunting. Let me tell you what I've done. I'm trying to find the point to aim, and I'm finding right now, this is just to experiment with, but that's pretty much good. Right to left or left to right. No, excuse me, up and down. I put the target just on top of that. And then I have to kind of adjust this way because I keep shooting left with that, the yellow thing. And but I'm gonna try to shoot a lizard and see what we can do. And there's a, I made a little X. See the little X with some duct tape. See what we can do with this. See? This is so much better. Just hooks on there, hooks on there, we good. Hooks on there. No flopping off. Can you see? Alright, let's see here. That's what I'm talking about. Much more better. The lizard is injured. Let's see what we can do to him this time. Oh, not the X off. Where my X go? I don't know where the X went. I'm gonna shoot some more. Oh, the X on my foot. Come on, Gorilla Tape. Let's put this over the styrofoam guts so they won't get all over the place. See, it's much better now. I'm learning things. There. And I can't see really a fish being further. I'm about 15 feet. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna zoom in. Next shot, maybe I'll hit it again. Let's do a little zoomage here. See where the arrow goes. All right. Well, my temporary knot keeps coming undone, but that's fine. Because there's 1,000 different little things with this, and if one of them changes, then the whole mess changes. Alrighty then, here we go. Sorry about the wait. Ooh, ain't that cool? It's very beautiful. Let's see what we can do. Boom. Did you see it? I hit the other arrow and knocked it through to this side. Very, very beautiful. Now if I'm shooting that fish that big, I am good to go. This is very exciting. Let's try to put it in the heart of the eggs. What would that be like? Got to fix my target. My aim thing, okay. See? Very, very beautiful. And that's 4 inches max. That's where it came up. I can get it in a 6-inch hole pretty constantly. Much better than I was doing the other night, shooting holes in the garage door. Let's see what this is gonna be like. I kinda am not in front of them. Let's see, that's that way. Let's see. To the left, to the left, to the left. We're getting something that's doable. It's high, that ain't good. That's probably me. Or maybe it is not that keeps coming loose. There's just so freaking much to learn about all this stuff, but it's very beautiful. It seems like every time some little thing changes, the whole aiming apparatus goes awry. But I guess it's why they call it researching. I think we've had some discussion of that. Alright, let's see here. That and that. Oh, I can do it now. In the heart, baby. The lizard's dead. Very beautiful. Alright then. Alright then. Let's see. Maybe. If I'm gonna be crying or if I'm gonna celebrate. Yippee! It disappeared in that bad boy. That's a beautiful thing. Killed it right through the X. Very beautiful. Actually, on closer inspection, I shot low. So I'm going to tempt fate or whatever and shoot this thing again. And it'll be the first time I've shot it twice without it breaking if that's what happens. because this is the one that matters. Alrighty then. And the knot thing's all screwed up. We're just gonna attempt it. There we go. It's too heavy for these bands though. So to shoot a fish, I might have to make me another arrow in these lighter ones, because that weighs probably at least twice as much as these do. But there's a way to do it. So that's what I'll do. But that's very good. Very beautiful. Good night.